Happy to be joined by Eagles linebacker TJ Edwards. TJ, thanks for joining us and congratulations on last week's win.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
So you came out of Wisconsin undrafted. You had to prove yourself. New staff comes here. You got to prove yourself all over again. What's the takeaway? What have you learned in processes like this?
I mean, just the way that, I'm built is just, I want to prove it every single day. That's kind of how it's been my college career. And, obviously in the NFL, it's what have you done lately? So you know that every day you got to be at your best. And that's what I try to do every single day.
So in this role that you have now, what's your comfort level?
I feel really comfortable. Obviously every week our coaches kind of go over our roles and why we're doing certain things. So just kind of having that why on, what the purpose is of this call and this call. So that helps a lot, but I think everyone feels really comfortable right now.
I think you must be, because last week you led the team in tackles with 13 tackles. What is it that clicked for you in that particular game?
I think, obviously film study is big into that, and,
Yep.
Being more prepared helps you, play fast and kind of trust your first read. But I think just everyone was out there and trusting their first instinct, their first read, seeing what they see and just going to get the ball. And I think, you saw, aggression, and you saw guys that were obviously a little frustrated, and we know we had to go out there and put some good tape on film.
So it seems to be a little bit more aggression. In the earlier part of the season, it seemed a little more laid back type of defense, but now more aggressive, more taking the action to them. Do you like that style of defense, and what do you like about that style?
We try to do a little bit of both. And, obviously just with the offenses that we're playing, and everyone is so talented, so you have to take away certain things. And I think at the end of the day, we weren't doing a good job on first and second down. And, as you know, it makes it a whole lot easier for the offense when it gets to third down. And so it's kind of tougher to call. But I think last week we were just really good on those early downs to get them in situations that we know where we can bring some pressure and kind of make them have to make a quick decision.
So is it any harder when you have, say, Singleton out there or Davion Taylor, and how it's mixed up now that you're going to have different guys beside you?
No, during camp, our coaches did a good job of honestly playing us next to everybody. So, one day you're playing next to Alex, and the next day you're playing next to Sean and Davion and Jannard and Pat and Jacoby. So it's one of those things where I think we're all really comfortable with each other at this point and kind of have a good idea of how each other's going to play. Obviously I've been out there with Alex for a longer amount of time, so I have a good idea. But with Davion, he's done so well just in studying the game and being in the right spots. So I think, everyone has a lot of trust in everyone in our room, to be honest with you.
So what's it like to have a guy who's coaching your position and you're around the same age as your linebackers coach?
It's one of those things where we came in first week and, he kind of told us his style and how things were going to go. But the biggest thing that I think we took away from it was it's open communication. So what we see, he wants to know. He wants to know if we like how things fit or if we don't like it or if that's not how it plays out on the field, because, we're the ones out there. So I think just that open communication and that transparency has been awesome for our room.
So tell me a little bit about this week. Last week you had DeAndre Swift. This week you have a guy that's similar in Austin Ekeler.
Yep.
They like to give it to him out of the backfield. They throw it to him on the little passes, dump-offs. Tell me about the challenge this week.
Every week is a challenge in the NFL, but going into this week, their skill positions are so talented with that receiver group. And Austin Ekeler, he's a guy who can make you miss with his shiftiness, but also run through you with how strong he is. So we just have to do a good job of playing our rules and making sure that we're getting hats to the ball, because it's going to take more than one to bring that guy down for sure.